Y'all, it's a train wreck. It is a socialist train wreck. You remember the guy Zoran Mandani? The guy who got elected in New York as a socialist mayor, and it's going to change the whole world, and all the buses are going to be free, everything's going to be free, there's going to be no cost for anything, they're going to be faster, more efficient. You know, that whole shtick. Yeah, it turns out that he asked his subscribers last week for $1 million, and they got that. But that's not enough. He wants $3 million more from the people who he's going to provide all the free stuff to, because everything's free except when you donate the socialist money. Guys, this is going to hit the fan in a gloriously epic fashion. Everything will be linked in the description box below. Please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, turn the notification bell on. Let's dive right in. This is the show before our live show tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, so make sure you tune in for that one, because those are always so much fun. But for now, let's jump right into this. You guys know that there was a socialist got elected. Zoran Mamdani, the who's who of the left in New York, was saying that this is the future of the Democrat Party. Oh yeah? How's this going to work out? Because the guy who's campaigning for the free stuff for everybody and how everything's going to be amazing and better with, you know, taxing the rich when he has no power to tax the rich, and now he's asking them for $3 million more in another campaign finance video. Y'all, you can't make this stuff up. A desperate Zoran Mamdani stuns supporters by stating things can't actually be free, begging for more money to fund his transition after $1 million has been raised. Every communist is a professional swindler. That is well said. But let's jump right into the professional swindler. Y'all, you can't make this stuff up. He actively says, sure, you socialist supporters gave me $1 million, but now we need 4. You can't make it up. All right, let's keep on going.
It's been 2 weeks since we won the election. We've been pretty busy.
Rejects the Democratic Socialist Zoran Mamdani.
Too often, this is a time of just celebration as opposed to preparation. We want to make it both.
A lot of these things are new, but one of them is pretty old. Fundraising. But why are we fundraising? Well, we have less than 50 days until we take office, and we have a lot to do. We have to vet the 50,000 resumes we've received. Thank you. We have to keep paying our incredible team. Thank you. And we have to plan not just our inauguration, but our policy implementation. Now, unlike the campaign, transitions do not get public matching funds from the city. So that 8-to-1 match, gone. It's up to us to raise the money. Usually campaigns take that as an opportunity to rely on wealthy donors, but that's not us. You've already been incredible. We've raised more than $1 million in just 2 weeks. Our average donation is around $77, and more than 12,000 of you have donated so far, which is much lower than the last administration's transition. But we're still asking for your help because we need to raise $4 million in total, so January 1st can be the day we start to deliver, not start to prepare. I hope.
Okay, he's got this nice little tagline here at the end. I just want to, come here real quick, and we'll elaborate on this more in the live show tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Every single socialist, every single communist through all of human history, if you're new to this, let me give you a breakdown. They always tell you it's fairness. They always tell you it's class warfare. It's always the bourgeoisie versus the proletariat and the business owners and the capital abusing the masses. Then they ask you all for money, to take all the money from the people they're supposed to support, the people that they purport to support, and the people that they say that they're going to get all the free goodies, except when they take all of your money, because it is a big scam. The thing we're about to go into, he cannot do everything that he's promised. He's taking the money from the poor, not from the rich. He's getting the proletariat to give him the money on pipe dreams, and the bourgeoisie, in this case the rich in New York, aren't going to have any more tax increases because it's a state level decision, not a New York City level decision. This is comically bad. But socialist gonna socialist, for example, watch.
Very soon not to have to ask you for money. But until then, I'm asking for you to go to transition2025.com and give whatever you can to help build a New York that everyone can afford. This is your city, and I can't wait to get to work. No, I'm kidding. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Oh, dear God. It is so bad. So we're going to make a New York that all can afford. We're not going to raise taxes because that's not something that he can do. So the socialist wants all the money from the proletariat, the workers. Y'all, how do you think this is going to go when nothing gets delivered, but they've taken all the money from the underclass that they call them? All right, let's watch. Come on, let's keep on. Watch this. This is from the Jacobin. This is a socialist network. After electing Zoran Mamdani, taxing the rich, For New York City Socialist, electing Zohran Mamdani as a mayor was the first step. No kidding. The second, enacting his agenda, requires a successful state-level campaign pressuring Governor Kathy Hochul to raise taxes on the wealthy. So, wait, hold on a second. Come here. Did they just openly admit that everything that he promised is impossible? The first step was getting him into office, and then the second step was then begging Kathy Hochul to raise taxes on the rich in New York because he can't do it? So the entire point of him being able to accomplish all these things was a moot point. It was impossible, almost like he lied. And he's yet still wanting $4 million from the underclass of which he's supposing to represent. Are you guys seeing the lie of socialism yet? Okay, let's keep on going. Maybe there's something else. Oh my God, there is. Look, Kathy Hochul's like, yeah, that ain't happening because we're going to cannibalize our tax base. Watch. This is just basic reality meeting basic pipe dream socialism. Watch this.
Talking about free buses, you're talking about free childcare. Can you do that without raising taxes?
I think you can do that, and I think you have to raise taxes on the top 1% of New Yorkers who make more than $1 million a year, and you do that by raising taxes by them 2%. And then you also increase the corporate tax of New York State to match that of New Jersey. So that takes us from about 7.25 to about 11.5%, which is what we see in New Jersey. These things together raise about $9 billion, which more than pays for our economic agenda.
It's just the city government. That kind of a tax increase is going to require the state as well, including the governor, Kathy Hochul. Is she on board?
You know, I'm proud to have Governor Kathy Hochul's endorsement and the endorsement of our agenda, specifically universal child care.
We know that Mamdani does want to tax the rich more, bring it up about 2%. He can't do that on his own. You've previously said that you wouldn't be raising taxes. Have you reconsidered that stance?
No, I would say one energetic rally does not get me to change my positions, I assure you. But I do hear people's voices. I process what everybody says, but I'm also have to balance governing this state and making sure that those people who are actually the reason we have a generous, supportive budget that helps lift people up, it's their revenues that we tax. 1.5% of New Yorkers cover about a third of our budget. That's enormous. I'm concerned about outmigration of people who are the ones who are supporting our budget.
Let me translate that for you. We can't tax the crap out of them because they'll just move to a different environment of which we will not have the tax base to support the incredible infrastructure that we have in the social safety nets already. Y'all, this is wild. Because while this guy is over here, where's my mouse? There it is. While this guy is over here asking the proletariat for $4 million of their own dollars after they just gave him $1 million in a week, he says, or 2 weeks, they're saying they got to tax the rich and get Kathy Hochul's permission and blessing, and Kathy Hochul's going, that's not happening. How long until this collapses on itself? I mean, good Lord, we can keep on going. He's requested for $3 million more. I just covered that with you. There's the original video. I don't need to play that one for you. And this, the final little nail in the coffin. Defund the police no more. Zohran Mamdani seals coup with deal to keep Jessica Tisch as New York Police Department Commissioner. Wait for it. New York City Mayor-elect Zohran Mamdani announced Wednesday that the city's current police commissioner, Jessica Tisch, has agreed to remain in the post, a major coup for the incoming mayor as he moves to assuage concerns over his past criticisms of the New York Police Department. Tisch's decision to stay on commissioner, this is all about people being worried about Mamdani's past harsh rhetoric about the department during the height of the Black Lives Matter protests that would translate into radical changes at the NYPD. Mamdani, a Democratic Socialist, campaigned for transformative social and economic change in the city. Tisch is the heiress to a multi-billion-dollar family fortune and has been considered a steady establishment moderate. How long until this collapses in on itself? So you're asking for more money from the people who actually want you to take everyone else's money and give to them through goodies and social benefits. You can't raise taxes like you promised because Governor Kathy Hochul says pound sand. And then you now are going into the NYPD and you are partnering with wealthy, heiress, billionaire family members who are already a part of the NYPD power structure. And you're basically going to abandon the insane rhetoric. It's almost like he played every single socialist in New York. This is going to be amazing to watch. And that's all I've got for you guys. I'll see you at the 9 p.m. Eastern live show. We've got a lot to cover. See you there.